everybody, Trainer Joe here, bringing you something fresh. Hey, do you have an overeating disorder? When people do my program, sometimes they get concerned because in their past, they may be in college or in high school, they had an eating disorder, and now they're nervous. But now they're bigger, they've gained 50 pounds, and they still don't want to go back to having that eating disorder. And I'm like, oftentimes what that does is it keeps you from losing weight because this fear of an eating disorder. Hey, I'm not a doctor, so don't do anything crazy here after listening to this. Talk to your doctor if you feel like you've got an issue or a problem with this. But here's the thing, more people are going to die from what? Anorexia and bulimia, or being overweight. So part of what I'm trying to do is help people realize your fear of an eating disorder on the low end, where you're going to weigh too little, that's a legitimate concern, but we put so much into that we never lose weight. And you end up dying from a heart attack because you were 50 or 100 pounds overweight. So what do we do with that? Because is it fair to say if you're 50 or 100 pounds overweight, you have an eating disorder? What do you want to call it? Call it what you want to. Hey, and if this resonates with you, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. That would be a blessing. I really appreciate that. So many want to avoid the eating disorder. Have you seen the guy? He's got the big belly and he's wearing the bright shirt and it says, "I beat anorexia." That's kind of what I'm talking about. Too many people say, I want to lose weight, I want to do it, and it starts getting difficult or challenging, or they got to make a sacrifice, and they feel like, I may be getting too obsessed with this. And in some ways, we use it as an excuse not to win. Well, I'm too concerned that I'm going to get extreme. So they quit a very legitimate, reasonable, new way of eating because they're afraid they're going to have a disorder. I know that's not always the case, but I see it. So if we're going to look at what do we really want here, you got to decide, do you really want to lose weight? Is it important? And if so, what's the end game? What are you after? What's going to work for you? Because we believe things that aren't true and they get in our way. So is it fair to say a good response to that is, yes, I want to lose weight, but I want balance in my life? Then we got to decide, well, what is balance? Because until somebody sees their current situation as severe, then the solution is going to seem extreme. And so they never do it. Well, I'm just 20 pounds overweight. I'm just 50 pounds overweight. I'm just 80 pounds overweight. But if they were underweight, they would see the severity of it. But when you're overweight, we don't. So balance, when you decide finally, I got to do this, it's important. Balance may seem uncomfortable. We think balance should be uncomfortable and natural. No, it's not. You're going to be in a new place, a different place, and it's not going to be comfortable. So be willing to accept that. Then we have what I like to say, three possible outcomes when you've decided, I want to lose weight. One possible outcome is going to be perfect harmony. You get into a routine, a plan, and it just feels wonderful to you. And you eat what you want and you're at the happy weight. Second possible outcome is you simply learn to manage and food no longer is ruling you and you're at the weight you want to be. And then the third option would be you're just not going to do anything and accept what happens. Okay, so those are the three possibilities when we're trying to lose weight. We want it to work. Number one is probably not going to happen. It's unrealistic. Perfect harmony, you eat what you want, it all works out. But because people think that's a possibility, they're like, well, that didn't work for me. I didn't have perfect harmony. It was hard. I had to sacrifice. Then they just keep looking for something that's going to provide that, and they never find it. They never win, and they just stay overweight. And they're wondering why this doesn't work for them, because you're expecting something unrealistic. The last one, the do nothing and just accept the results. Well, the results are going to be, you're going to be big. You're going to be overweight. And again, it's going to be failure. So what I think the answer is the middle one. You learn to manage this, and you're going to have to realize it may not ever feel perfect, may not ever feel wonderful. There are going to be sacrifices in any successful weight loss journey life. So accept that. The fear is, and the reason a lot of people don't go there is they fear that if I lose weight, I'm going to stop enjoying life. If I lose the weight and live this lifestyle that keeps me there, I'm afraid I'm not going to enjoy life. I have worked with thousands of people, and I've never seen that. I've never seen somebody that's successfully losing weight, successfully keeping it off, and then they say, you know what, I'm less happy than when I just ate whatever I want and I was overweight. Never seen it. We believe lies. We lose weight, we start losing weight, we get there, and then we start looking at our past. Oh, I remember when I enjoyed doing that, and we start going back. We believe the lie that's going to cause us to go back when you would say, I'm happier now. Because I could show you person after person after person. I'm happier now that I'm losing weight than I've lost the weight than when I was bigger doing the things that got me there. So quit believing the lies. You can do this. Overweight, don't accept that any more than you would accept being underweight. That's what I think we need to do. I know it's difficult. I know it's a challenge, but you can do it. I'm here to help you train your brain and transform your body. Talk to you soon.